In the intense world of professional rugby, few dynamics reveal the raw pressures of the sport more than the interactions between players and referees, where split-second decisions can shape the course of a game and test the composure of even the most disciplined athletes. These moments, often fleeting yet profoundly consequential, highlight the delicate balance between respect, frustration, and competitive instinct as players navigate the thin line between asserting themselves and crossing into conflict. Each whistle, each call carries weight, a judgment that can confirm hard-earned advantage or negate it entirely. And in that instant, the referee becomes a focal point of emotion, embodying authority and scrutiny simultaneously. Watching these confrontations unfold, one observes the spectrum of human response, from calm inquiry and strategic questioning to visceral reactions fueled by adrenaline and the desire to influence outcomes. In extreme moments, when frustration meets opportunity, the clash becomes almost theatrical, a microcosm of the tension that underpins the game itself. Players may argue, gesture, or seek clarification, their bodies and voices reflecting the intensity of effort spent and the stakes remaining. Meanwhile, referees maintain a rare form of authority under constant scrutiny, balancing empathy with enforcement, intuition with rule adherence, and patience with decisiveness. The resulting interactions can be as revealing as the physical contests on the field, exposing leadership, emotional control, and sometimes the cracks in human endurance under pressure. Across leagues and tournaments, these exchanges vary from subtle exchanges of eye contact to heated verbal disputes, each carrying its own story, its own consequences, and its own lessons about the psychological depth of rugby. The best referees command respect not by intimidation, but by consistency and clarity, earning compliance even in the most emotionally charged moments, while players learn to calibrate their responses, understanding that games are won and lost not only through physicality, but through judicious management of tension and frustration. From high-stakes international clashes to domestic league showdowns, these extreme moments reveal the unspoken dance between authority and resistance, where timing, temperament, and perception are as important as skill and strength. They are moments that linger in memory, discussed in locker rooms, analyzed by commentators, and replayed for the insight they offer into the human dimensions of sport, demonstrating that rugby is as much a contest of mental endurance as it is of physical prowess. Through the lens of these confrontations, one sees not only the passion and intensity of the players, but also the vital role of referees in shaping fair and competitive play, managing chaos, and maintaining the integrity of a game defined by both conflict and cooperation. These encounters, whether minor disputes or dramatic showdowns, offer a profound reflection on accountability, respect, and the limits of self-control under extreme pressure, reminding viewers that rugby's drama extends far beyond the try line, the tackle, or the ruck, and into the psychological interplay that underpins every match, revealing the sport as a living, human drama where every interaction carries significance and every decision echoes through the rhythm of the contest. As the matches unfold and fatigue begins to weigh on every player, the interactions with referees often grow more charged, reflecting both the physical and mental strain inherent in elite rugby. In these moments, subtle decisions can ignite intense exchanges: a marginal knock-on, a borderline offside, a breakdown adjudication that splits seconds and judgment, and the players' responses often reveal as much about character as skill. Some athletes approach these moments with measured inquiry, using calm voices and restrained gestures, carefully navigating the balance between asserting perspective and maintaining respect, knowing that their composure can influence not only the referee's decisions, but also the tempo of play and the morale of their teammates. Others, however, allow emotion to spill over, their gestures becoming larger, their voices rising, and their frustration manifesting in body language that commands attention, whether in protest or appeal.
The referee, standing at the center of this dynamic, must navigate a landscape of human intensity, weighing context and intent, interpreting the rules under duress, and maintaining authority without alienating the players whose cooperation is essential to the flow of the game. In extreme scenarios, the interactions escalate into micro-battles of will, each party seeking to assert control, the player to influence the moment, the referee to preserve order and fairness. And these moments often unfold in plain view of thousands of spectators whose reactions amplify the pressure. High-stakes international fixtures offer the clearest examples, where a single disputed decision can shift momentum, trigger scoring opportunities, or ignite controversy that reverberates long after the final whistle. In these contests, players' body language becomes a language of its own. Subtle lean-ins, pointed gestures, or controlled exhalations communicate intent, challenge, or inquiry, all while adhering to an unspoken code that separates professional engagement from outright dissent. Meanwhile, referees' responses, measured pauses, repeated explanations, or authoritative hand signals, communicate both decision and expectation, establishing boundaries that preserve the integrity of the match. The tension is palpable, particularly when fatigue, pressure, and stakes converge, creating environments where small provocations may be amplified and clarity of judgment is tested on both sides. It is in these crucibles that rugby's psychological depth is revealed. Players must reconcile frustration with strategy, aggression with respect, and urgency with patience, while referees must balance empathy, consistency, and assertiveness, understanding that perception is as critical as rule enforcement. Certain extreme moments illustrate the delicate interplay vividly. A player questioning a ruck decision late in a match, one hand on the referee's shoulder in appeal, eyes scanning teammates for reinforcement. A defender gesturing insistently at a missed penalty, the referee's pause and hand signal serving as both answer and reinforcement of authority. A scrum half kneeling to point to an infringement, subtle but deliberate, shaping the referee's focus without raising the volume of confrontation. Across tournaments and leagues, these instances, though often brief, accumulate into a broader narrative of interaction that defines team discipline, game flow, and professional respect. Even when incidents appear minor, their ripple effects are measurable. Hesitation in a line-out throw, caution in a tackle approach, slight alteration in positioning, all of which influence outcomes in subtle yet tangible ways. From this perspective, the battle between players and referees is less a conflict and more a structured negotiation, a recognition that authority and compliance must coexist for the game to function at its highest level. Extreme moments, when captured on camera and replayed in analysis, reveal layers often overlooked by casual spectators, micro-expressions of frustration, controlled breathing, the weight of expectation carried visibly in stance and movement, and the remarkable capacity of referees to maintain presence and fairness amid emotional intensity. For players, these encounters offer lessons in discipline and adaptability, reinforcing that success is measured not only in physical execution, but in emotional regulation and tactical awareness. For referees, the same moments provide validation of training, insight into player psychology, and the demonstration of authority exercised subtly yet effectively, preserving fairness and safety while managing the human element that cannot be codified fully in law. When moments escalate to what commentators label extreme, it is often the accumulation of minor tensions that reaches a tipping point, exhaustion, high stakes, and competitive intensity intersecting with marginal calls that demand judgment under scrutiny. Yet, even in these charged episodes, there is a rhythm, a recognition that rugby is a sport governed by both rules and respect, and that the most successful interactions, whether contentious or calm, reflect the ability of players and referees alike to navigate pressure without compromising the essence of the game. Over the course of a season, these exchanges collectively shape behavior, inform preparation, and define the culture of competition, illustrating that rugby's drama exists as much in the unseen negotiations of authority and response as it does in the physical spectacle on the field. In studying these extreme moments, one gains a deeper appreciation for the delicate balance of power, restraint, and psychological acuity that defines professional rugby, and a renewed respect for the skill required not only to play the game, but to govern it effectively, revealing a dimension of rugby that is as intricate, compelling, and human as any try scored or tackle made.